Next video we're gonna watch is video about
John Cena!
John Cena, who is really coming up as an actor right now. If you haven't watched Peacemaker, go watch it. It's great. I love it. But this is just a video about John Cena's backstory and his rise to acting. So yeah, John Cena's time is now. Just some backstory on how I feel about John Cena. When I was watching him growing up as a wrestler, I liked him when he first came out, and then he became Super Cena and won every match, won every title, and then I didn't like him. I felt like they were shoving him down our throats. So I wasn't the biggest fan. Then he kind of went away from wrestling and went into acting. I didn't know how to feel about his acting. I thought he was all right. And then he did Peacemaker, and I'm fully sold on John Cena. I fucking love John Cena now. He's great. He's a good dude. He has the most Make-A-Wish Foundation wishes granted in the history of the charity. He's a fucking wholesome chungus. I love him, man. He's great. But yeah, let's watch his backstory. And boom.
This video is sponsored by Huel.
I'm invisible, bro. According to the internet, John Cena's invisible.
I can't see John Cena, man.
John Cena, where's he at?
The internet was like, we can't see this guy.
Bro, where is John Cena at?
John Cena's invisible?
I can't see John Cena.
You can't see me.
John Cena. John Cena,
So iconic.
You can't see me.
You can't see me.
You can't see me. You can't see me, but you can feel this five-knuckle shuffle.
John Cena is famous for being invisible.
Pretty much.
The 17-time WWE champion and Make-A-Wish legend has one of the most recognizable faces on the planet. But for years, a lot of people decided that face was a mask.
Now, how was it walking into people's hostile crowd the whole time?
Oh,
Every
bro.
audience is different. Some of them like me.
Bro, ECW One Night Stand 2006. I was watching that pay-per-view live with my cousins when I lived in a trailer at the time, actually. I was like, I don't want to dox my age, but I was in middle school around this time. So, yeah. But, dude, the crowd hated John Cena. He was going against Rob Van Dam, too, which is an ECW legend. So, yeah, it was crazy. People were throwing trash in the ring. He threw a shirt in the crowd. They threw it back like 4 times. It was amazing. I can't even lie. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure he felt the heat from the crowd, but as a person who was always like the face and the good guy, I bet playing the bad guy felt good for once, actually, for Cena. Did I do research? Nah, I didn't do any research. I don't know. I know a lot about John Cena because I used to watch a lot of wrestling, basically. That's basically where all my knowledge of Cena comes from.
Some of them hate me, but they're very vocal.
Oh, yeah. There was a sign that said, if Cena wins, we riot. It was so legendary, dude. By the way, this pay-per-view took place in, where did ECW start? Philadelphia, I think. It was the original arena which ECW started in, so they went back to that.
So I knew it was going to be pretty gnarly.
There he is, throwing the shirt back. The toilet paper. Crowd chanting, "F you, Cena."
Because I thought I was going to get my ass kicked.
On this night in 2006, the crowd weren't just booing John Cena.
No, they fucking hated
Some
him.
of the WWE fans was that they felt like they bullied
There it
you and
is.
things like that.
They were booing what he stood for.
For an older viewer, if you like what you saw in 1999, when you turn in 2005 and 6, it is not the same thing. And it's easy to pin it on me.
The really devoted hardcore fans wanting to come to boo John Cena.
There's a large group of critical influence that wants me to change who I am.
Another reason people didn't like John Cena is he had what was called the 5 moves of doom. So he did like the same 5 wrestling moves during the match to end the match. And people just wanted to see more variety from, well, that's not the only reason, but me as a Cena watcher, I wanted to see more variety from his wrestling skills because he can wrestle. Like, he can do a lot of shit. They just wanted him to do those certain moves to get over with the crowd. But if you watch Cena wrestle in other matches, he could do like Hurricane Ranas and shit like that. Like, he's actually pretty good.
But this wasn't the first time he felt like the outsider.
I hear that you were bullied as a kid, and I don't believe it.
Ready?
As a string bean kid, I dressed a little different as a kid. Rap music was becoming extremely popular. The Beastie Boys and Run DMC, NWA. I was from an area of the world that didn't care about that.
I could see.
But I did.
West Newbury,
I could see
Massachusetts.
this.
Yeah. I was wearing MC Hammer pants and mustard brown polka dot outfits and the airbrushed overalls with my name on it and the hats to the side. And for that, in an area of the world that wasn't so immersed, I got my ass kicked every single day. I used to get picked on all the time. All the kids used to make fun of me. Literally, I got put through the ringer every day.
I mean, I kind of had a similar upbringing. I didn't really get picked on, but I could see how he would get picked on for being a fan of like hip hop and black culture, going to like an all white area. Like I could see white kids picking on him for that. I'm glad I didn't have that issue because I was raised similar. Like I grew up in a lot of black culture, hip hop. I wore like baggy jeans and chains when I was in middle school. Never seen a more typical goth guy. Yeah, with the Metallica shirt, the black mullet, and leather jacket. Technically, that would be a metalhead, but he does like look like the precursor to goth. But I grew up in like a lot of similar circumstances. I grew up wearing like baggy clothes, gold chains, listening to rap music. I never got picked on though because I was like the only white kid in my school, so they kind of liked me for embracing the culture, I guess.
Man, did I get reamed, because nobody else dressed like that. And the core of the abuse was just, hey, dress like all of us. And I think at a young age, instead of folding, I doubled down. And it went even more ridiculous to get even more of my ass kicked. You know, I didn't change my style for anybody. So as a way to defend myself, I asked my father for a home gym, began working out Christmas Day, and here we are 32 years later.
He's been working out for 32 years. He's been working out longer than I've been alive, dude. What the fuck am I doing with my life, man? I started working out like some months ago, but it didn't stick. I didn't form a habit out of it. I need to get back into it. It would be nice to get back into.
I haven't stopped.
The path was filled with luck and opportunity, but also hard work. I graduated from college. I received my bachelor's degree in exercise physiology. Had no idea what I was going to do with my life. Moved out west despite my old man, who told me I wouldn't make it out there for more than 2 weeks.
Came out here to try to.
Oh yeah, hey Helena. Sorry, I missed your other message.
The California Highway Patrol exam failed, so I was going to be a cop. Failed. Every avenue of fitness failed. Closed door. But I failed to the point of like, man, I'm like living in my car. I lived in the back of a 91 Lincoln Continental for a while. I couldn't land a job. I ended up bouncing at a bar, and then I ended up working at Gold's Gym.
Found a home at Gold's Gym Venice. I worked open to close there, which was 4 a.m. to midnight. I showered there. I lived in my car. I was like the mayor of the place. I did everything from work to front desk to...
So he worked at Gold's Gym from 4 a.m. to midnight, bro, and then went and slept for 3 or 4 hours in his car, and then came right back. What a fucking legend, bro.
Sell protein bars and bottles of water to maintain equipment.
And here's the thing, like, often you hear stories of hard times. I'm very fortunate for my story because it was my choice to have hard times. My father always said, you're my son, I love you, you're always welcome back home. I would have a roof over my head, I would be able to regroup. I chose to stay out. I was happy, I was genuinely happy.
In a lucky conversation with a good friend of mine, he brought up wrestling. He said, you know what, I'm training to be a wrestler. Is that something you'd be interested in? I've always loved wrestling.
Probably one of the greatest decisions of his life, honestly, because he's like Hulk Hogan was big as fuck in wrestling. Maybe one of the biggest. But I think Cena is either at that level or slightly above that level when it comes to wrestling accomplishments and fame. And not being racist. Other than that, yeah, Gold's Gym is the legendary gym. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger was there. That's where he worked out. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Gold's Gym is very famous in the bodybuilding world.
Dad loved wrestling. He really, instead of having a catch with my father, we would all sit down as a family and watch wrestling.
Hey,
so
same here.
This was a way for me to...
Although I played baseball when I was little too, so I did have catches with my father. Yeah, I miss the old wrestling too. Like, even like the mid 2000s stuff when Cena was there, I miss that era too. Like, don't get me wrong, the new era of wrestling is cool and everything, but back in like the late 90s, early 2000s was like Stone Cold, The Rock, DX, NWO. Like that was peak. That was like the heyday of wrestling. Like the shit was amazing and it was like everywhere. Most people knew about WWF, WWE back then. Like almost everybody. Miss PWG. Oh, damn. You digging in the trenches with that, Daniel. They were like an indie company, right? I don't know too much about indies. I do know about like Ring of Honor and stuff. That's about it. Watch WWE between the ages of 2 and 9. Honestly, wrestling is a good thing to grow up on when you're younger because it's so fucking entertaining, man. And then you get older and you realize it's fake, but I mean, it's still entertaining when you know it's fake because the bumps they take is real. Like, you don't script jumping off a ladder and landing on your back. Like, there's no way to script that to make it not hurt. It's just the outcomes are scripted. That's it. That's basically it. It's like theater for middle-aged men, basically. Latest you remember is 2012, like 6-year-old, beg your dad to stay up late and watch it. Yeah. It did come on pretty late. Like, I think it started like 9 o'clock back then. I don't know when it comes on now. I do know they signed like a deal with... Who'd they sign a deal with? Was it Netflix or something? I know they signed a deal where all their streaming services is on one... Well, all of their matches and stuff are on one streaming service. I just can't remember which one it is. Oh, it is Netflix? Yeah. I remember it used to be WWE Network, which was fucking awesome. But I guess they didn't make enough money to sustain themselves. But I'm glad we can still watch all the old shit. I'm glad it's still out there. Because I do like going back and watching like old WCWs and stuff and old Monday Night Raws. Just to get the feeling of, you know, being a little kid again. It's nice. It's fun. Brings back memories.
At least try it. And when I saw a ring, like a real ring that I could get in and fool around, literally I knew this was...
I gotta go back to that. Where's he at?
At least try it. And when I saw a ring, like a real ring that I could get in and fool around, literally...
There he is. The prototype John Cena. Before he was the doctor of thugonomics. The haircut's atrocious. Yeah, dude. His gimmick before coming to the WWE was the prototype. So he was like supposedly like the most perfect build of a man. Which, I mean, he's not far off. Like, he's fucking jacked. Look at him. Like, I wish I was that jacked, dude. Nobody would be able to tell me shit. I'd be posting thirst traps all on Twitter.
I knew this was what I was gonna do.
Sometimes you can start to feel invisible. That's when I reach for Huel, complete nutrition that gets me back in the game.
Huel!
Huel isn't a magic potion. It's vitamins, minerals, protein, fiber, and carbs. Everything my body needs.
I wonder if this is any good. I've seen it a lot, but I've never tried it.
After the gym. Because let's face it, sometimes life gets in the way of your health. But some water, a scoop of Huel Black Edition powder, and 60 seconds is all it takes to prioritize your nutrition. And it's just $2.65 a meal. I'm not chasing a wrestling physique.
I mean, I do like protein shakes, so I'd probably like it, most likely.
I'm allergic to like everything. But Huel is vegan, gluten-free.
You hate how it tastes. Yeah, protein shakes do have like a powdery kind of taste, but if you can get past that, they're not that bad. They're not that. I mean, it's not going to taste the best, but I mean, it is a good way to get extra protein. And it's not the worst. It's like especially like the chocolate and vanilla ones. It just tastes like Slim Fast, basically. But I'm kind of weird. When I was younger, I liked the taste of Slim Fast. That might be just me, but oh God, not the thirst trap. Trust me, you don't want to be that. Hey man, I'm a VTuber for a reason. I just don't have the assets to post thirst traps. Pre-made bottles and it tastes like slime. Yeah, I've never had the pre-made besides like if you want to count Slim Fast, but I've had like chocolate protein powder that you just put in water and shake, and it's not the worst. I mean, you can also put it in smoothies and stuff, and it's not as bad. You're good, Helena. I appreciate you lurking this stuff anyways. I appreciate it. I appreciate all my viewers and lurkers, even though Twitch doesn't want to count lurkers no more for some reason. The bastards. Closest thing you had to a protein powder is going to Smoothie King and have it added to it. Yeah, a lot of people do drink it in smoothies, and it's a lot better that way because the fruit kind of covers up the powdery protein taste. But yeah, I mean, regular protein powder is not the worst. I mean, it's not good, but it's not that bad. And if you're working out, having extra protein is necessary to build up the muscles. So it's kind of something you just got to deal with. Yeah, you're good, Helena. It's up to you. I mean, it should count you since you've been chatting still. I don't know when the lurkers fall off, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not complaining too much about it. I mean, it's not like I had hundreds of views anyway. It just sucks because I used to average like 6 to 8, and now it doesn't count a lot of people, and I don't know why. I don't like it, though. I don't like it.
And packed with stuff my body thanks me for. To get some of this of your own, head to huel.com/Dodford15 and use code Dodford15 with a minimum order of $75.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name's John. Don't have
Look
any
at
wrestling
him.
experience. I'm a big fan. Former football player. Just too small to keep on playing football. I've always loved wrestling. I finally got a chance to come down to a school, so.
If that doesn't let you know how big football players are, John Cena was considered too small to keep playing football. Like, think about that for a minute. That's wild. That the pre-made shit makes you sick with how bad it tastes. I mean, the powder isn't really... I've never tried the pre-made stuff, so I don't know. But the powder is not the greatest. It's just... It's also not terrible. It's hard to describe.
Want to try it out, see what it's all about? All right. The toughest thing for anyone in entertainment is to somehow find a way to captivate an audience. You have to create a personality for yourself and invest in that personality and hope people get it. And my character was a prototype.
A prototype of the perfect man.
Half man, half machine, and 100% rotten. It was so bad, but I was invested in it, and it was enough to catch the eye of a scout.
John Cena is a star in the making in every way, shape, and form.
To send me to Kentucky, so I got to be an understudy of one of their prominent performers.
Now is the perfect time.
Yeah, I think that's OVW, actually. I think it went to... No, that's... OVW's Ohio, so this is before then. Because OVW used to be development for WWE, and I believe FCW was too, Florida Championship Wrestling, which I actually called a live FCW show, and it was pretty fucking cool. Like, I'm trying to remember who was there. I can't remember who exactly was there. There was a couple of WWE guys there, and it was fun. I used to love going to local wrestling shows, dude. The energy is so good. It's so fun, man. I need to do that more. I don't know where any local wrestling shows are around me anymore, though. Yeah, Vince used to do some wild shit. Like, he faked his death getting blown up in the limo, and then they trashed that storyline because of the Chris Benoit situation. And then, yeah, he shaved his head because he had a match with Trump back in the day. Oh, man, it used to be wild.
For the perfect man. The prototype. I don't plan on impressing Ric Flair. I plan on impressing Vince McMahon. Who among you wants to become a superstar?
I see Spike Dudley, Bubba Ray Dudley. If you made it this far and you're enjoying the content, I'd appreciate if you drop a like and a sub down below. If not,
I will drag you into the underworld.
thank you. Was that William Regal over there? I can't recognize anybody else.
Who among you is the next legend?
Every era is defined by a main
And
feature
yeah, he
star.
did, Daniel. He did.
17, Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold. You need that guy that transcends the business to go into the mainstream.
It's
Pretty
a star-driven
much.
business. During that period of time, especially in 2002, we need new, we need fresh, and we need it now.
John has what it takes. It's hard to look at somebody and say, you are going to make it. He's one of the couple guys that I can look at in the eye and say that to.
You are 100% fatality.
Not much to critique about that.
And then I made it to WWE, and the first thing they said was like, drop the prototype and be a good guy.
Who in the hell are you?
Oh my god. I don't remember too much when Cena first came in, but I do kind of remember before he got the rapper gimmick, and it was bad, bro. Like, he had no gimmick. It was just go out there and be a good guy. And that, if you know anything about wrestling, that shit never works. You need some kind of gimmick, man.
I'm John Cena.
I debuted as John Cena, the most stale, unentertaining character you can imagine. And was just about to be fired after a year and a half of me trying to connect with the audience.
Never works.
And on what was supposed to be one of my last tours, in the back of the bus, people were freestyling. And I remember I just went back and joined in. And in the front of the bus, the creative department, a few people were like, hey, how did you remember all that? One being the daughter of Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon.
Hey.
She asked if I wanted to play that persona on TV. And I was about to be fired. So as a last chance, I said, sure.
John had finally discovered his character.
John Cena.
Yeah.
The Doctor of Thugonomics.
That was when I was a fan, man. Because he was I don't know why. Back then when I watched, I liked a lot of the bad guys and didn't root for the good guys. I know it's kind of backwards. I don't know why I did that, but that's just how I felt. And I love the rapper John Cena character. It was so entertaining, man.
My ass kicked for as a teenager was the catalyst to me connecting with a global WWE
I will attack, and you don't want that.
Coming out in the jean shorts, and he still wrestles in jean shorts.
The WWE has a tremendous talent, and it's not just physical talent. I believe their performers just...
Oh, yeah, dude. American Badass Undertaker was so fucking great. When he came out with the motorcycle, the fucking Limp Bizkit, dude. Ah, that was a hell of a time, man. Hell of a time.
Just have a knack to know audience. Their improvisational skills are second to none. They possess so much more than just physical gifts. And Vince McMahon agreed with this philosophy, opened a studio, and figured if he could make WWE superstars also movie stars, it would be broader reach. Sir? The Marine was a wonderful experience, and it's one I'll never forget because you can't have a journey without the first step.
All right, I've never seen The Marine, but I did hear that it's actually not that bad of a movie, especially since that's John Cena's first time acting.
First step is always the boldest. They say timing is everything, and I was not ready for the opportunity I was given. My mind was elsewhere. At the age and the time of my life, I wanted to be in the ring. I just wanted to go back to the ring. And I looked around, and I always figured if I'm gonna do action, why am I doing it here? Why am I doing it in front of 15,000 people?
He got a point, though.
I have a hostage. It's my wife.
A lot of films, like your recent films like 12 Rounds, The Marine, have not been positively accepted by the film-going community.
I will chime in to say this, though. Film critics are fucking snobby, and half the time they don't even know what they're talking about. Like, let me just rant a little bit right here. Like, film critics will go into a comedy and treat it like it's supposed to be fucking Citizen Kane or like a fucking, like an award-winning movie. Like, bruh, like, if you're gonna go into a film and critique a comedy, you critique it by how much it makes you laugh. You don't, well, the storyline, I mean, you know, character development, like, none of that shit matters in a comedy, bro. If it makes you laugh, it's a good comedy. That I say this because Strange Wilderness got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes, and that shit is hilarious. I don't care how bad of a movie it is. That shit makes me laugh every time, and that's all that matters when it comes to comedy. Thank you, critics. Rotten Tomatoes. I just had to get that out real quick.
You have to understand, this is like 2004 to 2009. These are the prime years of when things were catching fire, and the place I really wanted to be was in that canvas, man. Because that was where I felt most comfortable.
Shake. This is why I wrestle in jean shorts, by the way. Yellow.
Hey, Mark Wahlberg, shut your bitch up.
Mark Wahlberg? Me?
I look like Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg.
The audition process.
That's the one thing I like about Cena's acting too, is he's actually funny. Like, a lot of his improv scenes in Peacemaker that are comedy related are so fucking funny, dude. And he just comes up with it on the spot. And that's one thing that, for me, makes him a better actor than The Rock. Because Cena can do a serious role and throw in comedic elements, and you'll fully buy into it. And that's really what makes a good actor, is believability.
Is scary for me, like it is for most people, and it is a business of failure. Deadpan, Dwayne was just like, just be yourself, man. They called you in for a reason. Just be who you are. Bring a sweater, okay? Okay, then. And I was.
Oh God, the Fred movie.
Fuck you, all right? I will enter you.
You're gonna enter me?
Current U.S. wrestling champ has performed in front of cameras for more than a decade, but this time, let's just say he's showing off his comedic side in Judd Apatow's new movie, Trainwreck.
Have you been in other movies, by the way?
A bunch of action stuff. This is the first time I've been able to kind of let loose and have some fun.
Get off into me for, man. Why the fuck are you in your underwear? Tighty whities? Really?
Now that's just racist. The superhero universe, the DC universe, has that universal appeal, very much like WWE. People around the world just get it.
You meet the moment when the opportunity comes. And look, we've talked before about all the superhero roles that you were up for that didn't work out for various reasons. And thank goodness the right one came and the right supporter came.
I love it so much,
James
bro.
Gunn and Peacemaker.
I love Peacemaker so much, man. Again, if you haven't watched it, go fucking watch that shit. The season 2 finale is dropping tonight, and that's what I'm doing after I get off stream. Is what it might already be out. Honestly, I forgot what time it comes on, but that's what I'm doing when I get off stream, watching the season 2 finale of Peacemaker, and it's gonna be fucking immaculate.
They call you Peacemaker.
This is Christopher Smith, known as Peacemaker.
I cherish peace with all my heart.
In his hands, anything is a deadly weapon. His father was a soldier who trained his son how to kill from the moment he was born.
I don't care how many men, women, and children I need to kill to get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Peacemaker! Yes. You're that racist superhero!
Peacemaker guy?
Yeah.
Evil supervillain?
You only kill minorities, man!
I killed a fair amount of white people, too.
The ratio is suspect is all I have to say.
It's been kind of a rough go for me lately, Dad. I was laid out in the hospital for like 5 months.
His dad is such an asshole in Peacemaker also. So, like, in Peacemaker, he was raised by a racist asshole, but he still tries to be a decent guy.
Guy's a total douchebag.
Pathetic. Oh my God. He's hugging me.
Yeah, Eagly.
Learn to drive now? You gonna drive us home?
He's hugging me. Hey, Dad.
Hide my fucking sperm. Go into a Nancy boy like you. Well, what the fuck? If you can do some good with it, maybe take out a couple of commies, some blacks, a papist, a kike.
Told you he was a racist asshole.
Dad, that's not my thing. I do what I do to stop criminals, not a specific.
Yeah, sure.
Beneath the absurdity, Peacemaker is about inherited hate.
Jesus Christ, you're a fucking pussy.
The fucking fake InfoWars and Alex Jones.
And today, that hate is viral, contagious, profitable, and engineered for the algorithm.
Wide world of podcasters and social media influencers and roided out man cubes that comprise the media landscape that has been dubbed the manosphere.
Oh,
if you want to be perceived as more masculine, you need to actually spread a little bit. Man spread, right?
You're supposed to be a man. Most men don't cry like this.
The more you get pregnant, the more your value decline.
Gender equality, blah, blah.
Be a man. Be a man. Don't show emotion. Be a man.
Most people would rail against being called a misogynist, but not Andrew Tate.
You're a fat, ugly sack of shit.
Not only does he embrace the label, he actively promotes his...
Bro, Andrew Tate's like the biggest grifter on earth. I haven't got a chance to talk about red pill shit, but it's being brought up in this video. It's like, bro, Andrew Tate don't even believe half the shit he says. He does it for money and followers, bro. It's so obvious.
Hateful views about women to his millions of social media followers.
Women should clean up. Not only should women clean up should clean up unprompted.
You talk to that bitch, who cares if she says no? I should be allowed to have a bunch of chicks and do whatever I want, and she should obey.
Hard as it is to fathom, Tate is in the business of monetizing misogyny, and it's made him rich beyond belief.
Boom in her face and grip her up by the neck. Ain't ready for the big man slap. I got a big hand. What's up, bitch?
I think Andrew Tate is a unique evil in the world.
What's funny, relating to the last video, what's so funny is that a lot of, I will say a lot of women hate the Andrew Tate mindset of the shit he talks about. But if he was a minotaur, oh, I think you know where I'm going with this. If he was a minotaur, they would read a whole novel about it and get off to it. Like, let's be real for a second, man.
His success is born from the fact he's tapped into a very impressionable constituency.
If you're the kind of person who feels like they need therapy, you're useless.
Young men who've fallen under the spell of this very toxic icon.
Do not sit. Look, I fucking want to sit down! You do not tell me when to sit down!
I'll bust their jaw with the bottom of my hand, and the top of their head will feel the sting from the fingers, like the whole boom.
You do not control my fucking... Look at me now!
And I just look. Then what the fuck are you gonna do when your face is collapsed and your fucking cheekbones broke?
Yeah, and he's influencing a generation of younger men. That is a unique evil, I think.
You ain't gonna do shit but cry.
All right, I will say this. Andrew Tate is not the fucking reason young men are the way they are. It's a symptom of a bigger problem. Because guess what? Young men, if they actually had leaders and a way of living, and they actually, you know, met women, got married, had kids, had a good life, they wouldn't need to look up to people like that and get their info from people like that. So it's more like he's a symptom of the problem, and he's not the problem itself. Like, it's a lot of nuance to the whole manosphere and men versus women bullshit. And I try not to play in all that because I know humans are humans. But it's more like, it's more of a, yeah, he's just a symptom. Like, if young men were actually happy in life and succeeding, nobody would give a shit about Andrew Tate. That's just the way it is.
In a world where rage makes men visible, John Cena's strength has always been the opposite.
Piece of shit!
Ah, man, so fucking good.
I'm a piece of shit for listening to you for all those years. I'm a piece of shit for not Killing you in your sleep.
Oh, fuck.
Why are you crying?
I'm not crying.
Do you have an origin story?
Yeah, they didn't censor that. Jesus. Sorry, had to sneeze. Oh. Give me a second. Yeah, dude, this show is so fucking good. That's all I gotta say. Sorry, had to sneeze.
You dumb fuck, you killed your brother! You killed your brother, you piece of shit!
I can see right through you. And I think you're a loser.
Hey, you okay in there? Because Peacemaker's masculinity issues.
Listen, I know when we first met, I said I thought you were a total piece of shit, but I don't think that anymore.
No.
Now suddenly you've got this weird new age belief that all life is sacred?
85% a piece of shit, maybe. But the rest of you is...
People want more depth in a character arc. Audiences now want to get behind a character who is flawed, like Peacemaker.
He's got a point, though.
What will the future be for Peacemaker? Does this guy have a chance? He is truly a misunderstood monster, and I think as a viewer, we enjoy going on those journeys.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Peacemaker himself, Mr. John Cena.
John Cena.
It seems like Mr. Cena here, like you live and breathe this.
Did this dipshit really show up in full cosplay mode?
This is a guy that did half of his press tour in the Peacemaker costume.
You can tell he loves it.
Always happen to have that hanging in your closet, ready to go?
Why are you in your costume?
Costume. This is a uniform.
This is Comic-Con. This is what we're supposed to do. Right?
Yeah, he's Peacemaker in Suicide Squad, Ray, and then he has his own show on HBO Max, which the second season is they're about to drop the last episode if they haven't already, but it comes out tonight, and that's what I'm gonna be watching. Like I said, it's really good though. I never watched the Suicide Squad movie, but I watched both seasons of the series, and it's so good, man, so good. And yeah, I think he did kind of streak at the Oscars, Daniel.
You are such an advocate for children, but you've said that you don't want kids of your own.
I don't think I'm personally ready, nor will I ever be, to invest the time it needs to be a great parent. Because I wanna live life for all it is. I've made a pact to myself that I can truly affect lives with what I do, as you saw with Jaden and with Make-A-Wish.
You are the #1 Make-A-Wish granter of all time.
He is.
650 wishes granted from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
650 wishes.
1, 2, 3. You can't see me.
It's no secret that Make-A-Wish is a very, very important part of John Cena's life's work.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is KJ, and the champ is here!
As hard as the franchise of...
How can you hate this guy, man? Oh, man. I feel bad for hating him when I was younger. Because, like, dude, like, anybody who does 650 Make-A-Wishes, how can you fucking hate him, man? Like, he's such a good dude. Personally, I'm bored of villains with tragic backstories trying to redeem them. Miss basic villains that are just evil. Well, Peacemaker's not a villain. He's a superhero. There's a difference there. I mean, I kind of get it, but I think people relate more to the flawed backstories because humans are flawed. And it's more relatable. Like, there's not many humans out there that are just born evil, if there are any at all. They're kind of molded that way through life experience and the way they were raised and the values. It's like, so I can understand why people like flawed characters, but in the case of Peacemaker, he's a flawed hero, so it's kind of different.
WWE works in front of the cameras. He works twice as hard behind the cameras.
That child doesn't have to think about being sick or what medications they're going to take.
Oh, what a scene right there. That is what John Cena is all about.
And those parents are watching their child be free of all of that and hopefully free of pain for a few moments.
Say hi to everybody at home. Hi, Willie.
Dear John, you have heard thousands of times, but you deserve to hear it 1,000 more. Thank you.
So just thank you for making such a difference and providing so much hope.
The joy it brings not only to the children, to the families. I like that one the best. And that joy equals hope, and hope can sometimes move mountains. The business has been great to me. I'm a small town kid from West Newbury. Didn't grow up with much, and now life has given me so many opportunities. I really enjoy my life. I have been riding a lightning bolt for quite some time now, and I've been given opportunities to do and see things that, man, I didn't even dream of.
I think he's driven by, maybe even subconsciously, the joy of entertaining people.
Oh my gosh, it's really John Cena.
We talked about me essentially taking the role of the Marine for granted. That's exactly what I did. I wanted to be somewhere else. My philosophy has changed probably since 2012. Where everything that's put in front of me, everything that I'm blessed or grateful enough to receive, I always appreciate it. And I try to do the best I can. So perception is reality, right? If you always see me dodging explosions and beating people up, you get an idea of like, oh, that's who he is. That's not me. I'm 48, I love to read, I play piano in my spare time. I'm a human being, of course. If we've all felt beat up, we've all felt low self-esteem, we've all felt those moments of weakness. Perception is your reality, so whatever your lens of me is, that I can't tell you how to feel. Through my experience alone, escapism helps to build those branches of support and ability to be vulnerable. With the right support system, you can turn trauma into triumph.
He's got a point.
Honest enough to lean into my failures. Through hardship, through loss, through failure, through embarrassment. When you're the problem, you gotta lean into it and you gotta solve it. Words of advice, just remember you're worthy of love. Like, you are here, you made it, you got great qualities that brought you here today. Just try to lean into those and lean into the love around you. You got it. How we doing out there? We working all right? I know what you're rifling through this. In solving some pretty difficult problems, you really got to look at yourself. And for me, the stripping it down to the core was...
It all comes back to One Night Stand 2006. Yeah. For a dude who's received a lot of hate throughout his career, I think he came out pretty good on the other side. And yeah, I see what you mean, Sky. I don't really care about relating myself to characters either. I wish people who develop video games felt the same way, because that's the main reason a lot of video games are shit these days, is because there's a lot of self-insert characters from people who write it. And it's like, bro, just make a video game that's entertaining. Don't self-insert and put your politics into the video game, especially if it has nothing to do with anything. And that's why a lot of video games fail, like Dustborn and Concord.
When I'm able to look at that guy and be like, I'm enough.
It's crazy how it changed from fuck you Cena to thank you Cena in a span of 10 years. No, 20. Almost 20 years. Crazy.
But you gonna look, even though you can't see me, y'all gonna see me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a good video. I started getting choked up a little bit near the end, but it's all right. There's the video right here. If you want to go like it, all that good stuff. That was a pretty enjoyable video. I liked it. If you're watching on YouTube still, I appreciate you. Throw down a like and sub if you can. I would appreciate it. YouTube would appreciate it. Otherwise, you know, they haven't been counting views either, like Twitch. I don't know what the fuck is up with these sites. But anyways, Thank you guys, and until next time.